Introducing our cutest holiday treat, our 3D Santa Cupcake. This adorable Santa is rocking drippy pink peppermint frosting, rosy cheeks. And with a sprinkle of holiday magic, we're going to bring this kawaii masterpiece to life using Posca markers. So let's grab your markers and your pencil and let's get started. Well, I'd like to share my sketch with you. So we have the cylinder, a sphere for the head, sphere, and another cylinder for the hat. And this is our Posca paint marker color palette. So I like to move my hand in a circular motion. I put my pencil on the paper. We're going to curve a line to the right, and then we're going to curve a line up. These are called cross contour lines. So now Santa's head is tilting up and turning to the right. We're going to draw his eyes. So we're going to have two ovals. This one on the right, a little bit smaller. And now we're going to draw two circles, one larger and one smaller. And this is a characteristic of chibi or kawaii style artwork. Line that curves up above the eyes. And then now we're going to draw a little nose for Santa's nose. Okay, let's draw the mustache. We're going to curve a line to the right. And this side, he's going to have a very large mustache. His mustache is larger because remember, this side is closer to us. So size is a 3D drawing technique. Now on this side, we're going to make it smaller. So I'm going to curve a line to the left. And now you can see this side, we're going to go smaller. It's further off into the distance. And wow, look how 3D our Santa looks already. And now we're going to draw a tiny little mouth and a little line that curves down underneath it for his lip. Let's work on the Santa hat. So this is going to be a line that curves up. So this is going to be a cylinder, and I'm going to draw two lines up. And then I'm going to match that same line that curves up. So those two lines are matching. I'm going to curve that around the right-hand side. So I extended it a little bit more. And on the same thing on the other side, I'm going to curve it over. So a line that curves to the right around the head. And on the left-hand side, a line that curves to the left. Now we're going to go ahead and draw the top of the hat. So we're going to curve line up, and then we're going to start curving line down. This is going to be a little bit of overlapping here. So I'm going to make it look like the hat is overlapping a little bit, and then here is the end of the Santa hat. The cylinder for the base of our cupcake is going to start off with two dots, and I'm going to make it a little bit wider than the head. So look at that circle I created. I'm making it a little bit wider, and you can see there's a little bit of overlapping there. So two dots, a foreshortened circle. Now I'm drawing my two lines down. So I'm drawing a line that curves down at the base. So I'm matching those two curves. Once again, that's the theme when drawing cylinders, matching those curves. So I'm going to make a little guide point to draw to right here. This is going to be where the bottom of the beard is going to go. You can see I try to center it with our 3/4 view portrait. So I'm curving a line to the left, 3, right there. 1, 2, 3 to my little guide point. And once again, on the right-hand side, I'm curving a line to the right. 1, 2, 3. It's time to add the peppermint frosting. So this is going to be a little bit of overlapping here. The frosting is behind the Santa hat. The Santa hat's in front of the frosting. So I'm just going to draw these drippy lines, once again, that are just curving around. And the two things that I'm thinking about here is using overlapping, and I'm also thinking about using a little bit of variety. So making the drips a little bit different. Maybe some drips are going to drip down more, some are going to drip down a little bit less. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just change the outline a little bit on our cylinder. We want to give it a texture. So we're going to make the Santa's hat look a little bit more fluffy. So I'm just going to use a line that just curves around. This is a wavy line, a little bit wavy. And so oftentimes we can establish a form and then we can start adjusting its outline. So I was thinking about wanting to make texture, and there you have it. Let's draw Santa's belt. So Remember the theme with cylinders, we're trying to match these lines that curve down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line that curves down. And I want it to look like it's actually wrapping around the cupcake. So I'm extending it just a little bit. And then now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then draw the matching line that curves down. So that's gonna be the belt. We're gonna give Santa a nice big belt buckle now. So I'm just gonna draw 2 lines, vertical lines. This establishes the width of the belt. And then these lines, once again, are gonna match those lines that curve down because this is curving around the cupcake. And at the top, same thing, I'm gonna try to match that line that curves down. And also on the inside of the belt buckle. So basically we created 2 shapes, one larger and one smaller. And now we're gonna add a little bit of thickness at the top of the belt. So it's just another matching line that curves down. Our last detail, the rosy cheeks. So you see I'm drawing a line that curves up, and this one is gonna be a little bit smaller on the other side. All right, it's time to clean up our construction lines. So this is a constructivist approach to drawing. We're drawing, basically building with basic shapes and basic forms. You see this approach oftentimes in how to draw books. So this constructivist approach is also sometimes considered symbolic drawing. So we're drawing with basic shapes, basic symbols, basic forms. And so this is one of the best ways to draw, especially from your imagination. So the left side of your brain sees things in basic shapes and symbols. Okay, let's color. So we have pink, red, ruby red, and dark red. So I'm going to be color mixing today. I'm starting off with the dark red, and then I'm using the ruby red, and then now some pink for highlights, and then the regular red. So we're using a monochromatic color scheme. That's the range of value of one color. So pink is light red. So I established pink first, and I color mixed the red over the top it to get a little bit lighter. And then now I'm going in with the ruby red. So it's getting a little bit darker. And then I'm going to finish it up with the dark red. The dark red's going to add that darker value. That's why I recommend a 48 pack or however many colors you can get, because then you have more values to work with. So we have white, ivory, and beige. So what I'm thinking about is I want the center of the head to be lighter, and I want it to get darker as it goes out towards the edges. So I went in with the white in the center, and then I'm using the ivory to do a little bit of color mixing, and then the beige is on the left-hand side. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of the powder pink. The powder pink is really establishing those darker shadows and adding those rosy cheeks. So with the gray and the white marker, we're going to create a gradation of value. It's going to go from dark to light. So the cool thing about Posca paint markers is it's a paint marker, right? So I'm going to sprinkle in some little gray lines. So when I do blend in the white over the top of it, you can see I'm getting some lighter and darker values. And now look how 3D Santa is looking. Okay, so we have white, gray, ivory, and beige. And if you want, you could just use the white and the gray. You can see I'm building up the darker value with the gray. And then I'm just going to blend that in a little bit with the white. Already looks 3D. But I'm going to take it a little bit more further with this ivory and this beige. So I want it to look like there's light that's hitting Santa's beard. And you can see I'm going with the ivory and the beige, blending that in. And then I'm going to use these lines, gray lines coming down. And that's going to add some texture in Santa's beard. Once again, blending that in. Okay, now that I blended in my values, I'm going to go back with the gray marker. And I'm just going to refresh those shadows. So we can be very painterly with these paint markers. We have ivory, sunshine yellow, yellow, and ochre. We're going to use that to work on Santa's belt buckle. I'm going to go ahead and put a base color down with ivory. That's our lightest color. Then with the sunshine yellow, I'm going to start adding a little bit more color. And then now with the yellow and the ochre, I'm going to start building up the values. So the left-hand side of the belt buckle, you can see there, I'm going a little bit darker with the ochre. So with the black and the gray, we're going to try to make a color gradation that goes from black to dark gray to more of a medium gray. You're going to notice I'm going to go back over this gray now with the black again. And now it's creating that darker gray. And I'm going to hit it one more time. So for the frosting, I have light pink, pink, and fuchsia. Those are going to be our 3 values. This is the fun part about creating art is we don't have to create a realistic Santa. This is a cupcake Santa with peppermint frosting. So I'm going in with that light pink first, then the regular pink, and now I'm going to go in with the darker value. You're going to want to let the paint dry before you add those highlights. So remember, there's two ways you can work with Posca Mate markers. We can mix them right on the paper, keep them wet. But what if you don't want to color mix? Then let the paint dry first. Those highlights are really going to pop. So let's review. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color, and colors have value. It's called monochromatic, a range of value of one color. So today we had pink, red, ruby red, and dark red, or light pink, pink, fuchsia. Wow, look how adorable the Santa looks. And look at that sprinkle of holiday magic. Thanks for drawing with me today, and I hope you had as much fun creating this adorable 3D Santa cupcake as I did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends to spread the holiday cheer. And I'll see you in the next video. Keep creating and have a sweet holiday season.